Elon is great, folks. Perhaps the greatest mind we've ever had in this country. He's a maestro of AI space videos, and we're totally going to Mars soon, like real soon. That's why I invented Space Force with the Baphomet head for the logo. With his doggy program, he's going to save us a lot of money that I can give to Israel that is made up anyways. And the real point of this economic narrative is just to rile you all up by saying we're giving trillions to groups that don't even need it, while we tell the people who think they elected us that are barely getting by to get fucked in a not so subtle way, and watch them do mental gymnastics about how their particular gay team that works for the same freaks is somehow better still. Sorry folks, my handler is in my ear again. What, Elon and I are fighting now? That doesn't even make sense. There wasn't even any buildup. Epstein, you name me one politician that isn't diddling kids. That's like part of the job description. Hell, that's why they hired me. They saw those weird photos with me and Ivanka, and they were all in. I'm ashamed to admit it, but it's the only area where Biden has more qualifications for this job than me. Whatever. I'm getting too old for this shit to argue anymore. Listen, folks, Elon sucks. I never liked him or his electric vehicles that I pitched on the White House front lawn. He's a moron. Dumbest person I know. He finger-fucked that retarded girl Grimes and had Amber Heard shit on his chest while Johnny Depp watched and cried in the Oval Office. I still haven't been able to get Kash Patel to leave from that very spot. By the way, thanks a lot, Elon. Elon is doing drugs, LSD, ketamine, some custom recipe that's a side invention of the CIA called Jordadelics that him and Joe Rogan smoke. I think the Q-tards also must be on it as well. They're saying this is script too, but that it's still all 5D chess and everything is going to be awesome, and just wait 2 more weeks after having said that, like 300,000 weeks in a row. Peterson would do Jordadelics too, but that's just the natural state of his brain. I thought I killed him after I shot a hole in his head, but it didn't even make a difference. He's still going on about the Avengers and the Marvel Jesus Cinematic Universe in the back somewhere. I told Vance he's free to give him as much shock therapy as he wants. I know a lot of people are getting mad at us right now, but you have to understand we're just the actors and not the director, okay? Take it up with him. Elon couldn't name 5 people in any of his companies he supposedly runs, and frankly, I don't take a shit without getting orders to do so first. Remember that whole snake speech? I'm the snake. Anyways, I guess this is the part in the pro wrestling script where Elon has a rebuttal and Thomas Musashi gets introduced for the triple threat we'll be having at WrestleMania with Hulk Hogan as the special guest referee. You think I'm joking, but we'll get there, folks. Robert Kennedy Jr. is going to do the whole Village People thing. Tesla owners get 15% off ticket prices. Order now. Then you're going to get a big, beautiful bill from this big, beautiful shill, folks. I hope you like Panel from AI Robots, because that's what you're going to get.
Donald, I am suddenly very upset with you now. You were in the Epstein files or something, which I would have had no way of knowing. I mean, I am supposedly the head of 1 million Fortune 500 companies, and there is no way I would have access to any blackmail material and have both a PR team of people for myself and Moles to gather intel on any influential public figures that I would align myself with or against, even putting aside the supernatural forces at work in this realm, and assuming this place just works on a superficial, first-grade truth material level that all you faggots are seemingly chained to. I'm actually just figuring shit out on the fly, on X, like all of you. Sound retarded? That's because it is. That's because if you think that, you are. Up until this point, Donald and I have been besties, but we are fighting now because reasons. People are coming to the realization I might be a scumbag, but only because Daddy Trump told them to not like me. Those same people were fine with me a week ago after I invented and pushed Neuralink, after hiring World Economic Forum mole people to run Twitter, and a litany of other things I've done, including, very obviously, coming from a bloodline family with a dad who literally owned a fucking emerald mine. But first-grade truthers can't stop acting like I'm just some humble entrepreneur who just needs to see Sam Hyde do a serious take on something and then I'll change my mind on all these different issues. As if I've ever even remotely entertained being on the side of commoners. You absolute fucking clown people. Our match at WrestleMania is going to blow our fans' minds. And then they'll go back to buying Teslas and then probably even get chips in their brains. Because just like us who they worship, they have absolutely no morals or principles whatsoever. and are just little faggots who haven't grown up and deserve the imminent rape that is about to be thrust upon them.
You mean mommy and daddy are getting a divorce? Am I going to be the head doggy now? Theo, I think you'd look really cute in a dog outfit.
Please, man. I already had to sit across from that fuckface goblin creature, Laura Loomer. Don't make this any more awkward than it already is. I'm just a humble millionaire 15 times over, making $1 million a year. Yup, haha, I'm just a good old boy like all of you. My dad was rich, and now I'm rich too. Just like Trump and Elon, who are also just men of the people and had rich dads and are now also rich themselves. Man, it's almost like this is all bullshit. Even my accent is fake. Earlier in my career, I had a California surfer accent. It's almost like every single aspect of the internet and social media that is promoted is fake and gay. Anyone actually willing to be real is shadow banned into oblivion. None of you can even discern that, but you think you're going to change the world.
Blah, blah, blah. I suck cock. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a faggot. Blah, blah, blah. I already told you that no one is coming to save you.
Breaking news. A clone of Charles Manson has won the 2028 presidential election. After furiously masturbating on the White House lawn for what seemed like days, Charles gave his first speech as President of the United States. This is what he had to say.
You know, that's got to stop. The Second World War's got to stop. And it's got to stop in the Jews. The Jews won't let the Second World War stop. They keep the Second World War going. They keep it going. They keep it going. They keep perpetuating it.
Do you feel blame? Are you mad? Do you feel like Wolves kebabs right Flanders? Get Flanders.
They're going to keep selling it. They'll sell it all the way till I'm in the cell with a guy named Millman, Jerry Millman. And he's got pictures of Hitler and Japanese and things all. I said, boy, Hitler must have been a hell of a guy. He said, Hitler was terrible. I hate him. I hate him. I said, why do you hate him? He said, I'm a Jew. I said, well, why do you enshrine this guy? Is you your daddy? And he looked up to his mother's fear. And his mother's fear was Hitler. Hitler was like his father figure. He loved Hitler, but he hated Hitler. He needed Hitler to hold him up because Hitler was holding his hate up, because without his hate, he didn't exist. He didn't have no reason to live unless he had some hate. He didn't have any reason to buy and sell unless the money held him up. If you took the money away from him, you took the hate away from him, he'd be gone.
Well, you see, it was at this point that every single NPC had a brain aneurysm from their quadruple penetrations, and all the pedophile demons had multiple heart attacks. After Charles ran around, randomly pressing all the buttons in the Pentagon's war room. And finally, world peace was achieved. Because out of all the retarded, nonsensical beliefs people have, at least this one would be funny.
Your home is where you're happy. It's not where you're not free. Your home is where you can be what you are, 'cause you were just born to be. Now they'll show you their castles and diamonds for all to see, but they'll never show you that peace of mind, 'cause they don't know how to be free. ForkFaced.